Here's another pressure reducing valve that we need to change. Now you don't want your water pressure to be over 80 psi, and this customer's water pressure was at 110 psi. So that tells me that the pressure reducing valve he had was old and had failed and is no longer regulating or reducing the pressure. So let's go ahead and change that out for him. And while we're at it, this ball valve, his main water shutoff valve, wasn't turning off all the way. So we're going to go ahead and get him a brand new water shutoff valve while we're at it. So this customer actually had seen one of my videos about pressure reducing valves and testing the water pressure. And he remembered and noticed some issues in his home, so he thought that he might as well test out his pressure himself. So he tested it himself first before he called me, and he noticed that it was very high. So if you want to know how to test your water pressure or test your pressure reducing valve if you have one, and see if it's still working or not, I have a video, a few videos back in my page where I walk you through the steps on how to test that yourself. And all you're going to need is like a $6 or $10 water pressure gauge from any hardware store. And it's pretty easy, but it's worth checking yourself. So he checked it himself and he saw that it was at 110 psi. And again, you don't want it over 80 psi. The pressure reducing valves won't let it get over 80 psi. So he noticed that it was bad. So he called me out and I tested it, and yeah, sure enough, it was really high. So we just finished soldering the unions. As you saw, I have a new ball valve, a new water shutoff valve for him. You just open it up to shoot out any debris that might be in there before putting in the pressure reducing valve. And if you have any questions on pricing or want an estimate, please don't leave it in the comments. Shoot me a direct message or a text. My number's at the end of the video, just because I have to ask you a couple questions in order to give you a proper estimate. Alright, there it is. He's back up and running with a new valve and new pressure reducing valve. So we're going to go ahead and test out the pressure now and set it to about 70 to 70 psi. Here you see that it comes set to about 55 psi. To adjust your pressure valve, you just turn that bolt to the right to bump up the pressure, or turn it to the left to lower it. But there it is. It's at about 72 psi. That's a great and safe pressure to be at. And if you need any plumbing services, give us a call.